portal to the end. It's time to craft our weapons. The night is approaching.
What if the end isn't just a place, but the next villain's new body? The Minecraft movie sequel could break every rule we know, if even half these mind-bending theories turn out to be true.
Dennis! No, Dennis!
In the first movie, Malosha was the Chaos Engine, commanding dark magic, unleashing mobs, and chasing ultimate power. She lost the Orb of Dominion, sure, but she didn't die. That one blink-and-you-miss-it shot of her crawling into the shadows, that was no accident. Fans believe she's heading somewhere darker, the end. Not just to hide, but to evolve. Remember how the end is filled with ancient void energy? What if Malosha plans to merge with it? Become something beyond the Nether, something of pure destruction. Not undead, not a mob, but a force of unmaking. The wildest part? This might not just be about revenge. The orb reacted strangely when Henry touched it. Some even say he feared him. Malosha may have felt it too, realizing Henry's more than just a kid. Her mission in the sequel might not be to conquer, but to erase Henry before he awakens something even more powerful within himself. Imagine her floating through end cities, absorbing the darkness, shedding her human form, and returning not as a witch, but as a void-born entity twisted by the end. Creepy? Yes. However, it might explain why the sequel's conflict feels more personal. She's not after the orb anymore. She's after the boy who touched it.
They're the villagers! The total pacifists and vegetarians.
One of the weirdest moments in the first movie was when that curious villager accidentally crossed over into Earth. He looked confused at first, then amazed. And that single step might cause the biggest rift in overworld history. See, for years, villagers have lived simple lives, trading, farming, and sleeping at sunset. But now, one of their own has tasted Earth. That moment sparked whispers, and in the sequel, it could become a full-blown movement. Some villagers, probably the young farmers, will want more. They'll demand a path to Earth, tempted by technology, freedom, maybe even identity. On the other side, traditionalists who fear losing everything that makes Minecraft, Minecraft. This could lead to a civil war, one fought not with swords, but with beliefs. The portal between dimensions becomes the new battleground, and guess who's stuck in the middle? Steve. Some see him as a savior, the first to cross and return. Others might blame him for ruining their peace. That means even without monsters or magic, Steve's greatest challenge could be political, keeping the world he loves from tearing itself apart. It's a wild idea, but it makes sense, especially if Alex or Henry push even harder to open the portals wide. What started with a curious step might explode into a clash of cultures that decides the future of the overworld itself.
I'm Alex, by the way.
Alex, great to meet you.
Now let's talk about that post-credits scene. You remember it. Just when things seemed calm, a mysterious figure drops in like a glitch in the Matrix. It's Alex. No setup, no intro. Just boom. She's there. And if you're a fan, you know that's not normal. In Minecraft lore, Alex is usually introduced alongside Steve, but this time, she appears out of nowhere. That has fans convinced she's not from this world at all. One major theory? She's a multiverse traveler. Think about it. Maybe her version of Minecraft was destroyed. Maybe her end collapsed, her nether burned out, and her mobs turned against her. And now she's found another version of reality, and a Steve who might still have time to stop it. That would explain her urgency, her quiet entrance, her watching from the shadows. She might be here to warn them or even intervene. But here's where it gets wild. Some believe the multiverse is collapsing, that her dimension's fall wasn't random, it was triggered, possibly by misuse of the Orb of Dominion or corruption from the end. So, if Alex is here, it's not just to say hi, it's to stop this world from repeating her world's fate. And honestly, that opens the door to everything. Alternate Steves, corrupted worlds, and maybe even mobs we've never seen before. She didn't arrive by accident. She arrived too late once. And she's not letting that happen again. But hold on, what if Alex isn't even from a world? What if she were made, Another theory flips the multiverse idea completely. What if Alex isn't a traveler, but a creation? Picture this. Long before any of this started, the legendary Builders, those mythic figures who shaped Minecraft's world, knew something like this would happen. A ripple in the code, an orb too powerful, a boy too curious. So they left a backup plan. Not a weapon, a person, Alex. She may have been activated when the orb was disturbed, like a sleeper protocol kicking in. And now she's here to observe Steve, not as a friend, but as a safeguard, to intervene if things spiral, or worse, to stop him if he goes too far. The idea that she wasn't born but programmed adds a creepy edge to her calm demeanor. Her sudden appearance, her silence. She could be one of many Builder-made sentinels scattered across dimensions. Maybe only one woke up in time. And that one, Mission, is watching. It's a theory that paints Alex less like a hero and more like a guardian with a mission and possibly an expiration date. If true, Steve isn't just part of a story. He's part of a system, one that's waking up fast.
Can I try something else?
Abso-rootin'-tootly.
Now let's talk about someone fans didn't expect to steal the spotlight. Henry. In the first movie, the Orb of Dominion reacts only to him. Not Steve, not Malosha, just Henry. That moment wasn't just cool, it was telling. It hinted that Henry has a connection to something much bigger than the story revealed on the surface. Some fans believe Henry's not just lucky or clever, he might be part builder. Think about it. He navigates both Minecraft's logic and Earth's tech, like he was born for it. While others fumble with redstone contraptions or digital gadgets, Henry doesn't just understand them, he connects them, merges them like they speak the same language. That kind of instinct doesn't happen by accident. The theory suggests that Henry is a direct descendant, or possibly even the chosen successor, of the original Builders. Those ancient figures who shaped the world, designed its rules, and vanished without explanation. The orb recognized him because it was designed to. It's almost as if the artifact has been waiting for someone like Henry to appear, to finish what was started long ago. That shifts everything. Suddenly, Henry's no longer just the comic relief or clever best friend. He's the centerpiece, the key. Maybe he's destined to unlock the orb's true purpose, or perhaps he's meant to destroy it and break the cycle. Either way, his legacy might go far deeper than anyone imagined. If Steve is the warrior and Alex the guide, then Henry. He might just be the heir, the one chosen to reshape everything.
Yeah.
Of course I still love you. That's why I think this is a good idea. It's time for you to go change hers too. Dennis. Change Dawn's life. Dennis.
Go now, legendary wolf of my dreams.
Okay, you probably thought Dennis was just a loyal, adorable Minecraft wolf, but think again. Dennis survives everything. The Nether, the orb's chaos, and even Malosha's dark energy, and he always seems to know exactly what to do. No barking, no commands, just silent action. Fans are convinced Dennis isn't a pet, he's a protector. A theory gaining traction is that Dennis was created by the Builders too. Maybe not as a weapon, but as a guardian, like an ancient spirit bound into a wolf's body. He reacts not to orders, but to people's intentions. He senses whom to trust, who to follow, and who's about to break the balance. When he brought the orb to Henry, that wasn't instinct. That was the purpose. It was like he understood what the orb was, what it could do, and who was meant to use it. He may be one of the last relics of the Builder Age, placed in the world to help guide their chosen one, or stop the wrong hands from rising. His silence, his gaze, his timing, it's all too perfect. He doesn't need to speak. His loyalty speaks for itself. And if he's still by Steve and Henry's side in the sequel, it's probably because the real danger hasn't even started yet. Dennis isn't just tagging along, he's watching, waiting. protecting something ancient, and possibly deciding who lives and who doesn't.
Don't look at her.
Finally, let's circle back to Steve. At the end of the movie, he doesn't stay in the Minecraft world. He goes back to Earth. And that raises a big question. Why? It's not just nostalgia or escape. Some fans believe Steve might have a deeper connection to Earth than even he realizes. What if his entire normal life was a setup, planted memories, a false past? Maybe Earth was never his true home, but it's now the place where the final threat is rising. With the orb gone wild and dimensions bending, the cracks could be leaking into Earth's reality. And Steve's not there to rest, he's there to stop it. This could be the biggest twist of all. That the last battle isn't in the end or the nether, but right here, in the real world. And Steve may be the only one who knows how to fight, because he's lived on both sides. Earth might not be his past. It could be his final mission. If even half of these theories are true, Minecraft Movie 2 will blow our minds. The end might just be the beginning. Like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives.